Hello everyone, it's me, the greatest Haxley on Earth, and I'm back to give part 2 of Pokemon I Want to See in Unite Johto Edition. So why don't we go into it, and if you enjoy what you see, go ahead and like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and follow me over my other social medias on Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, here on YouTube, whenever you're watching this, because I might repost it other places. But first, for our all-rounder position, I would love to see good boy Heracross. Now, look at those offense stats. So maybe not the best endurance or mobility. Can score a bit. No support, really. But Heracross is very protective of its food supply. And it'll fight anyone who gets too close to the berries or grass-type Pokemon that it loves. He's a melee fighter and will be dealing physical attack. Now for its passive skill, Guts, increase in attack and defense when fighting near berries or grass type Pokemon. This will utilize the wild berries we see already on the map, as well as berries dropped by Greedent, and maybe some future Pokemons. Hint hint. And then just grass types. It might cause some formations team to take advantage of typings. I feel like that could be an interesting mechanic to introduce, especially with as many Pokemon as we could potentially add. Give us an assortment of teams to choose from. As for its moveset, on a third attack, increase damage where it hits with its horn and stunning the opponents. You will get the choice of tackle or bulk up to learn first. With tackle just being a rush forward, displacing opponents. We've seen it before in other Pokemons. And bulk up boosts the next basic attack while increasing your movement and attack speed. Makes you immune to hindrances, just like Machop has. Once we reach level 5, we will place bulk up with either close combat or work up. Now, close combat throws punches while walking, the last one hitting the hardest, and it makes you immune to hindrances during this time period. When it gets upgraded, we're going to deal increased damage after eating a berry. So, again, we're going to try and utilize more berries, wild berries, or berries dropped by Greedent, or maybe future Pokemon. Or you can just choose workup where it's just going to be a buff, just an increase user attack and special attack at upgrade will increase the attack speed as well. Probably going to be a big increase since it's only going to be for you, where it seems like usually just individual buffs are for first moves, for starting moves. Now at level 8, we were replacing Tackle with either Mega Horn or Earthquake. Now Mega Horn will be Heracross swinging its horn around, tossing its opponent to one side or another. You can control where you toss them with a flick of your control. So you want to toss them to the left or right or maybe behind you. You have some options. Try and position them where you think your teammates might best utilize it. And when upgraded, it will increase damage and cause hindrance as well when you toss them. Now, with Earthquake, Heracross will fly up and land somewhere near you, drawing the enemies in, hindering them. When it's upgraded, or decrease the movement speed of opposing Pokemon for a short time when this move hits, and increase the move's pulling power. At level 9, I decided to name the Unite move Needle Storm. If anything, it's just like Charizard's Unite where he flies up in the sky, and instead of a barrage of fire, we get a barrage of pin missiles before it just kind of comes down, sweeping the area with its horn, tossing enemies aside. You can't control Heracross while you're shooting pin missiles. Now moving on to the attacker role. We have Teddiursa and Ursaring. The Berserker is ready to take out enemies and raid others' territory. We're going very Viking feeling, I feel like. He's an attacker, a melee fighter, and a physical attacker. Its passive is Guts. Increased damage output when afflicted by a status condition. This Ursaring is not going to let anything stand in its way when it raids a picnic basket. Now for its moves. Every third move has increased damage and displaces opponents. And the moves you get to choose from starting are going to be Lick, where it licks the opponent and pulls it towards you, or Substitute, dashes forward, leaving a substitute behind. So, yeah, we're not going to have a great start. You're going to have to rely on his basics for a bit. Sorry, didn't think about that till now. But it's okay. He learns things quickly. At level 4, replace Lick with Covet, where he runs around, dropping berries. When he runs, he can displace people for initial start. Each berry eaten causes you to run faster, and he can use other attacks while running. When he gets upgraded, the damage dealt by this move increases, as well as the frequency where berries are dropped. Again, we're going to see more Pokemon with some berry moves, because I feel like it could make some more interesting plays. It's very good to get more health on the field, And with Heracross, with his berry thing, it could be a good team dynamic. Have a green as a defender, Ursaring be your attacker, Heracross an all-rounder, get the berries everywhere. Or if you don't want to go the berry route, we got Giga Impact. It's a strong dash forward, pushing opponents forward with you and stunning them. When it gets upgraded, increase the damage and range so it gets further pushed forward. You're just taking people with you. Nothing is stopping this Ursaring from pillaging and getting its baskets. Now at level 7, we'll replace Substitute with either Thrash or Earthquake. With Thrash, Thrash's arms around damaging opponents multiple times. When it gets upgraded, you can increase the damage and speed of a user. Or with Earthquake, you stomp or maybe punch the ground, damaging the opponents multiple times with aftershocks. When upgraded, decrease the movement speed of opposing Pokemon for a short time in this move. I feel like obviously both could maybe work with Covet. Get in, use it, hit them, get out. I think Thrash might be the better move, while a Giga Impact and Earthquake could be another combo. Dash forward, pushing enemies forwards with you to an area. Earthquake, and maybe eject out and let the aftershocks do its thing. I think those will be 2 movesets to watch out for. Covet or Thrash, or Earthquake Giga Impact. We achieve our Unite move at level 10. Berserker. Ursaring enrages, increasing attack and movement speed, slashing at opponents nearby. Using the move again ends Berserker by having Ursaring swiping its claw to the side, tossing all Pokemon in its range behind him. You could probably control it with a... we might add that you can control it with a flick of the control. Now moving on from attacker to defender. We are having the unkillable Milltank. Milltank will rush into battle, rolling over its opponents while healing itself, providing more unstoppable, unkillable Milltank. Oh my god, imagine the carnage with an Aos cookie as well. A defender, a melee, a physical attacker. It just brings back nightmares of those Whitney days. For its passive ability, we have Thick Fat. When Milltank is getting attacked, its defense and special defense will increase. That will have a cooldown, obviously, every now and then to activate. And when not in battle, it heals slowly over time. Probably to the same degree of leftover, since that's also not the greatest weapon. Now with moves, 5 hits with the 5th hit having increased damage. This move also does lifesteal. We're just making this a complete monster by regenerating. This might be going overboard. Now, first move, Defense Curl. Gains a shield and rolls into opponents, displacing them. Impacting terrain causes you to bounce and resets cooldown for other moves. Just like Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff, and we're going to see another similarity soon. You also can choose between Rest, where you fall asleep and restore your HP, rooting nearby opponents. Again, its job is to be unkillable. Now, when we reach level 6, we'll replace Defense Curl with either Rollout, just a more powerful version of Defense Curl. Gains a shield and rolls into opponents, displacing them. When upgraded, increase the damage of the move. Or we go High Horsepower. Charge in a direction, dealing damage, shoving opposing Pokemon that are hit. When reaching target location, deal AoE damage and hinders them. When upgraded, increase the defense of the user for a time, since you're getting right into the battlefield and making yourself unkillable. At level 8, you can replace Rest with Milk Drink, which restores half of your HP. And when upgraded, increases defense as well for a short time, because that calcium helps your bones, kids. Or you can choose Helping Hand. Increase you and your allies' attack speed and movement speed and boost your attacks. When upgraded, increase the basic attacks of Pokemon affected by this move. It can be hard. Do you want to focus about keeping yourself alive by restoring yourself greatly with half your health? Or do you want to give a boost to your attack and your allies' attacks? I'm not sure what the moveset choice to be. I feel like we'll have to see how unkillable it is and how much you can do by getting in people's way. At level 9, we will reach our Unite. It should be Round of Drinks for All. My bad. It's an AoE where you and your allies in the area have half HP restore and half increased defense. I might raise this up to 10 and make it be one of those Unites we barely get to see. It takes a while to charge, like maybe a Garchomp and Mamoswine, where you might only see it like twice a match. Great for those team fights. Get everyone healed up. Keeps you all going. Maybe we'll see everyone running a Milltank to keep everyone alive. Now for the Speedster role, we have Sneasel and Weavile. Weavile, the Weasel-like Pokemon, is an expert thief and easily steals Aos energies from its prey. He's a melee fighter and a physical attacker. He's all about scoring and mobility, if anything. Passive skill, Pickup. He'll steal Aos energy from opponents it attacks. This will obviously have a cooldown every couple seconds, maybe every minute. So maybe not a minute, maybe like 30 seconds or so. I don't know how the cooldown will work. After doing attack, it'll steal some Mayosk energy, maybe 5, maybe 2. I don't know. Maybe it'll be random. For a moveset, its basic attack does 3 hits with a third doing increased damage. It has agility where it dashes forward, and it'll have increased attack speed for a short time. Or a quick attack, lunges forward to attack opponents in a straight line. Now, since I feel like he's going to be stealing Aos energy pretty easily and scoring a lot because of that, he is learning moves a little bit later. He'll be a more late game Pokemon, it seems, just trying to score as much as he can. He might just be more of a sneaky Pokemon and just learn other moves later on. We have Ice Punch, attacks from afar with an icy fist, displacing and freezing your opponents. And when upgraded, decrease the speed of opponents for a short time since they're frozen. Kind of similar to Charizard's Fire Punch, just icy, minus the slowing them down because they're kind of cold. Or Avalanche forms a wall, trapping opponents. The wall then collapses, damaging nearby opponents. When upgraded, decrease speed of affected Pokemon. Makes them easier target to steal from. At level 8, we have Night Slash, and Psycho Cut, just like Absol's. Slash is a wide area. If it hits a second attack, can be formed. Dash straight ahead with increased crit rate. The lower opponent's health, the higher the crit rate. Using this move will steal Aos coins. Psycho Cut. Throw Psychic Blades at opponents, increase the damage of moves for 3 hits. When upgraded, increases the user's speed and attack speed for a short time. So maybe you're not worried about stealing Aos coins at level 8. Maybe you're here for damage. Maybe you do need to steal and catch up. Night Slash might be the better option. Now, Unite at level 10. Speed Blitz. Dashes in a star shape, swiping at opponents in its trap with its sharp claws. I'm just imagining Weavile dashing back and forth, kind of circles, making a star pattern maybe, slashing and clawing at the enemies within. I was going to call it a death circle, but that might be too intense for Unite, so Speed Blitz it is. Now, moving on to supporter role, I feel like this was a bit unconventional, but I feel like it would be interesting. We have Mareep, Flaffy, and Ampharos, level 4, level 9. This is a far-off beacon of hope, helping its allies from the back. It's a ranged special attacker. Its passive is static, builds up an electric charge over time that can stun nearby attacker, just like Pikachu's passive skill. As for moves, it's just going to be continual lightning damage and becomes a boosted attack every 4th attack, dealing increased damage. This boosted attack also paralyzes opposing Pokemon for a short time. The starting moves will be Rest, has the user fall asleep on the spot, restores HP, blocks the movement of all Pokemon not on the user's team while this move is in effect. Or Tackle, has a user charge forward belly first, dealing damage when it hits, shoving the opposing Pokemon comes in contact with. After this move, the user's next basic attack becomes boosted. Obviously still there's some Snorlax. It'll be probably charging head first. Again, this is why it gets a little bit unconventional. Move at 6, replacing Tackle. Discharge, releases electrical discharge, dealing damage to nearby opposing Pokemon, granting the user a shield when it hits. If this move hits opposing Pokemon that are paralyzed, it pulls in towards the user once the move ends, dealing damage to them once again, leaving them unable to act. When upgraded, decrease the movement speed of opposing Pokemon for a short time when this move hits. Or the other move will be Thunder, drops Wicked Thunderbolt, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect. When upgraded, increase the amount of bolts that land and increase the damage. Now, this might be unconventional with Discharge, but because it's a very strong move we see in Zeraora. But I also feel like if you get that close to Ampharos, it's going to probably be too late. It's like a last resort move. I don't think Ampharos wants to be fighting that close. So Thunder might be the move to go, but hey, if you're feeling brave or if you just want that move that protects you just in case enemies get too close, Discharge is a good move to go. Oh my god, I didn't even do this. I don't know how, but I forgot to make this slime, but I have it in my notes on Google Docs. So bear with me, I'm just gonna do that. Supporter. So at level 9, replacing Rest, we will have Light Screen, which creates a solid wall on the playfield. Or Cotton Guard protects you and your nearby allies from damage absorbing cotton. Cotton restores HP when it dissipates, and enemy opponents build up static. Can't believe I made this mistake. Hopefully I don't do this with part 3 Hoenn edition next week. Unite move at, I never decided a level. Oh my god. I just want to get this out in time and I was failing you guys. I thought this was going to be better quality too with all this wording. Zap Cannon. It's going to shoot a ball of electricity in a straight path, dealing lots of damage and paralyzing opponents caught in the path. Opposing Pokemon hit by Zap Cannon have speed greatly reduced for a short amount of time. So yeah, could snipe with it. It's like Lucario's Unite move, honestly. And if you survive it somehow, you're not going to get away from the rest of the team. And that is where this ends. Yeah. I don't know how I forgot to finish it. I thought I finished it. I started the Hoenn one for next week because I thought I'd finished it, but I guess I missed the slide. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoy. Let me know what you think. Will this be a good moveset to see in Pokemon Unite? I'm not familiar with MOBAs, but I've been enjoying Pokemon Unite, and I would love to see more Pokemon in the game. So let me know. I'm a science background, so collaboration is very important for the sciences. So I love your feedback. So go ahead and leave a comment, like, subscribe, follow me at other places, and we can talk. I could really use a team in rank. Please follow me, be my friend, and we can stream together. All right, take care.